last week was the best week of trading I've had in probably since like the beginning of the year, which is crazy that it's May already. We're in May of 2026. The year is almost halfway over. We're in the second quarter now. And last week was probably the best I've felt in trading. Um, P&L wise, maybe. Not it wasn't my best. Um, but it's trading's a lot deeper than a P&L. Feeling wise and I guess like mental clarity wise and how I'm able to kind of see things right now as far as like my trading in the market. I feel the best I felt, and I started trading a strategy that a friend of mine, very simple strategy. I should say like framework rather. It's a very simple framework. There's only like one or two set rules, and it's high win rate. You're going for small scalps, and let me just show you actually, so I can show it. Uh, so it's only about 250 a day, and if you remember, that's what I was doing before. It's different than the trading strategy that you see on this channel a lot. Where it's blocking it. Shit, my bad. It's different than the volume profile I used to trade. That volume opening range volume profile strategy. You could see here, I'm literally going in with like one micro, and I'll scale in as need be. But I'm really just going for 40 to 50 ticks, or like 12 to 12 and a half points per trade. One micro, just super small, keeping things super light, and it's a very high win rate. It's technically seen as negative RR, but the profit factor is amazing. It's great. So this kind of brought me back to my like a feeling that I had when I first started this channel, and it was when I first started getting profitable with that volume profile strategy, and it brought back a feeling and an understanding of myself that I forgot about. And that understanding is I'm the type of trader who just likes to take small trades in and out very quickly. Um, and I like to have like an abundant amount of opportunities throughout the day. And that's where the volume profile strategy originated from, was me figuring that out about myself as a trader. So the moral of the idea of the point I'm trying to make is I went through to start off the beginning of this month. If you want to overview it, it was I didn't really have a set rule set. I was combining pretty much everything I learned, um, volume profile, price action, fair value gap continuation, um, the value areas, and that's pretty much it. And just really just my like momentum, my intuition of where I think price is going based off what I'm seeing on the candlesticks. So I guess it's price action, right? But I was just combining everything together, and I would take 1 to 2 trades, um, at most a day, and that was the plan. But I would just spiral out of control, and because my psychology just was not locked in, and I was kind of just, it was almost too much of a free reign, right? There wasn't enough guidelines or structure around what I was doing at the beginning of this month, and all the way up until the middle of it, and that was an eye opener for me, because I would go. It was just a wild boom and bust. It'd be a $3,000 day, and then I'd blow up the next day, and then it'd be 4 days of consistency, and then I would blow up on the fifth, and then that led me to talking to a friend of mine who I actually met through this YouTube channel. Super grateful for him, and he just helped me with a super simple strategy, a super simple framework with points of interest and a way to figure out if you want to go long or short. And that's really it. You keep it super small, super light. But that going through all of that, I guess going through everything I put myself through this entire year so far has brought me to this point of the second time I'm realizing this, the second time I'm learning this lesson, where I need to figure out something super simple and super easy, super repeatable. That's more that's more reliant on my intuition and discretion as a trader, because that's the type of trader I am. I like the intuition and discretion aspect of it. My brain works very well with it. I don't really do well with very mechanical systems and strategies, because my brain looks to optimize them, and when they fail repeatedly, um, there's nothing that I can do to there's nothing that I can do to fix it, because that is a system, that is strategy. Yes, you can fine tune it, because it is mechanical, and you can adjust, and it has to adjust, because the markets are never the same day in and out. But I don't know. I almost can't even put it into words, but I just know that I'm more of a discretionary, intuition based trader, and I like to go for small scalps, not a lot of points, with an opportunity to let something run if need be, and if the opportunity presents itself, sure. But I'm more of a base hit kind of trader, and I need to accept that and not try to force myself to be a different type of trader, because I see something else working for someone else. And I think that kind of goes back to what I said in the last video, where there's a thousand different ways to cut the cake of trading, right? Like, if trading was a big piece of cake, or just a one big cake, you can cut it in a bajillion different ways, and there really is no wrong way to do it, right? Something I was thinking about during the week, when I took a step back after trading, and I took some time to wind down, and I was just thinking about everything. And trading is like, or even just going on YouTube and like being involved, like not being involved, but like going through YouTube, when you search a lot, when your algorithm is based off of trading stuff. It's like almost shopping at Walmart, right? Because at least all I see on my feed is this strategy, 80% win rate, how I made $15,000 in 5 days, just copy me, and like in the parentheses, and it's what's ever trending at the current time, but everyone is teaching their model, and I think that's great. I think it's super eye opening, but it can be very detrimental if your mind's watching those videos, if your mindset isn't right, and you don't have this fundamental understanding, is that you're looking at a shirt at Walmart. Someone else's strategy is a shirt from Walmart, right? It'll fit you. You can make it fit. I'm sorry. Not that it'll fit you. You can make it fit, but it's not going to fit you perfectly. It's going to be a little loose around the neck. It might make your arms look weird. It might show your belly fat a little bit more than someone else. But, if it's a size medium and you're a size medium normally, you could put it on. It will technically fit you, but it's not going to fit you well. And that's the same thing with using someone else's trading model or strategy. You can make it fit. You can probably make it fit, but it's not going to feel comfortable, And after wearing it a few times, you might hate the way it feels. In trading, you have to make your own shirt. You have to make your own model, your own framework, build up your own ideology of how you work within the markets. And it has to be custom. Now, that doesn't mean you can't pull pieces from other people's strategies and kind of piece your framework, your t-shirt together and make it from scratch, or you can just make it from scratch. There's plenty of people who've done both. There's no right way of doing it. There's only just the way that works for you, and that is technically your right way, but maybe not someone else's. So that's what I've been thinking about, and I feel great going into May. I feel really good about it, and it feels good making these videos again. I did miss it to an extent. Part of me gets like thinking about, oh, what am I gonna make the video about, and I put almost pressure on myself to try to make the video. I guess what my thought of good is, a good video, but I'm trying to strip that all away and just make a video that when I look back on a year from now, I understand where I was at and how I got to where I currently am in the future, you know? And yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you next week.